Hello. It's been a while since I did a color and chat, and since it's my free day today, I thought it would be nice to just sit down, talk a bit, color a bit. I hope to finish this picture before the end of September. It's the 28th today, so it must be possible. I don't have that much to do on this one. I first started a picture in the Mermaids coloring book by Jade Summer, but halfway through I got bored, and yeah, then I was flipping through this book again. I'm going to show you. It's the Nice Little Town 5. I did another picture in here for September, but you will see that when I film that video for my finished pages. And I was flipping through this book again, and the very last page was this one, and it was how do you say it? Coup de foudre, love at first sight. It was an autumn picture for me. I could play with some autumn colors. I love mice, I love mushrooms, the camping scene is so very lovely. I love how this little mouse is sleeping in her tent. Yeah, I just had to do it. So I'm coloring with polychromos on this one, but some parts I do only in pencil, like these leaves. I just colored these in. Only used the polychromos. On other parts you can see I already laid down a base marker. All the stems of the mushrooms are a base layer of marker too. This one was also a base layer of marker, but I went over with 3 or 4 different colors to get what it looks like now. I'm sorry, I have my daylight lamp on. I'm going to, that's a bit better. It will be a cloudy day here in Belgium today, and since it's so early in the morning, it's also a bit dark. Can I? Yes, now you can see it a bit better. This one. Hope the focus is still a bit okay. So I'm still deciding on these mushrooms. Well, I do them also only in pencil, like I did this one. This hat doesn't have a base layer of marker, but I'm not sure. Maybe I will give those a base layer, or I'm not. I decide on the go, I will say. I don't plan my pictures beforehand. On the background stuff, the sand here and the clouds, I will be using my Neo colors for, I think, or maybe the Albrecht Dürer pencils, but that's undecided yet. So I've discovered that I think I never used this color before, because it was the longest pencil in my box, the Deep Scarlet Red, so it's perfect for some autumn colors in my leaves. And although I love autumn scenery, it's extremely difficult for me to color leaves and flowers, and I'm just not. I don't see the combos or the yeah. If I walk in nature in real life, I'm in awe about the beautiful autumn colors, and if I have to transform that to a picture like now, I'm constantly wondering, am I doing it okay? Does it look realistic? It doesn't have to be, of course, because I've never seen a couple of mice climbing on a mushroom or lying in a tent, but you know what I mean. But oh well, coloring is supposed to be fun and not a science where it has to be perfect all the time, but we know how we are when we have something in our minds and it's not working out like we thought it had to. We can get a little bit disappointed or frustrated maybe, and yeah. So I hope you all are doing well, that your health is well, that your family is well, that you don't have too much stress about work or some other problems. Zoe Archer, she also has a YouTube channel about coloring, had some surgery, so wishing all the best for Zoe. I thought it was a bit unexpected that she had to do it, so I hope she recovers very well. She is a marker girl and she does great pictures with her Super Tips and other marker brands, so I hope she can color very soon again. And of course all my other friends from who I know that are coping with an illness, I hope they all feel well and that they can enjoy the weekend that's in front of us now. It's the best thing about the week, the weekend. I'm going to look which color. I'm thinking of doing his backpack now, and I'm thinking to do these little clips, or how do you call those, to do in glitter gel pen, because since Jen over at Reading with Pugs has started a particular book doing in marker and pencil and glitter gel pens, I'm also diving into my gel pens even more than before. I bought some, I already told it a few videos ago, I bought some refills in China, very cheap, but they are fantastic. But Jen swatched her colored gel pens and the ones she got from a friend, and I have to do that too, because now they're in a pencil case all around and I don't know beforehand if I grab one, is it a metallic one, is it a glitter one, so I really must swatch them later on, so I will do that. I have the whole day for myself, so that's nice too. I will be coloring, I will be playing The Sims, I will maybe do some reading, I don't know. I love reading, but I was a bit in a reading slump. I'm just sharpening my my pencil. I was in a bit of a reading slump, and I tried several books, and then I said to myself, girl, which author does magic for you? And there's only one that always gives me great books and hours of fun, and that's Tess Gerritsen. She's the author of the Rizzoli and Isles series. It's also on TV, but I never watched that because Maura Isles isn't casted like she's described in the books, and I can't stand that. Maura is pale, has very dark hair, and in the series she's blonde and has curly hair. I'm sure it's a good actress, I don't know, but no, if someone is described in a book like a stereotypical someone, or with her specific features, I will call them, she has to be in the series also. But this is, yeah, and I've started a standalone of her, and it's yeah, I'm out of my slump, but still coloring more than reading, playing The Sims more than reading. So I'm really glad my work week is done, because September and October are always very stressful months, and I really I need my break. I have a free day off every 2 weeks on a Friday, and this week it was very welcome. I hope it is a bit noticeable. Zooming in is always a loss of quality, and my tripod is in the way, so I don't think, no, I can't replace it, so I'll just have to maybe like this. It's a bit more visible. And from October on, I'm going to color some Halloween pictures. I tried to stay away from those up until October because I have some stupid rules in my head that I can't color Halloween pictures if they're obvious, if it's obvious that they are for Halloween. I already did 2 Fedorables. One was a bit Halloweenish, but she had no pumpkin, so that could do. And the other one was a little devil, and she also hadn't a pumpkin near her because pumpkins are typical for Halloween. And now I'm already giving away what I've colored in September. I did another picture with a pumpkin, but that's a fairy tale, so no Halloween connection there, so that was allowed by myself. I know it sounds silly, but yeah. But since Halloween is only on the 31st of October, I'm allowed to have fun for the whole month of October with typical Halloween pictures. So it will be nice to dive in those. And now I thought this would be a nice autumn picture. Okay, which part will I do next? Maybe her blanket, which she's lying on. And I'm going to use burnt carmine for that one. Oh no, it won't be visible enough, I think. Maybe some purple tone. Yeah, I have to. I'm going for the Delft blue, not a violet one, but a blue one. Are you also someone that has some rules about coloring, or about which pages are allowed in some periods? Or I know it's silly, it's something I have in my head, and I could easily step away from it, but yeah, that's difficult. Okay, now her pillow. I will do her pillow, and maybe I can do her mattress first. The first picture I've colored in here, I can show you because that's one, the very first one, the one I did in the other day of September is my second in this book. The first one I did in this book was this, and I don't like it very much, so I didn't have a good relationship with this book. I used watercolors, and that worked perfectly, but the color schemes, and no, that wasn't that didn't turn out how I wanted it to be. And when I was coloring the second picture, I also stopped because I had to do a giant mushroom or a giant part of a house of a mushroom type, and I didn't have the courage to do it. But then I said to myself, just use your markers like you do in your Jade Summer books or in some other books, and that works really perfect for me for these books. So that's also a step I have to take sometimes. Sometimes I'm thinking I'm only using this brand of pencil in this book or that brand of pencil, and it's silly. If you can give yourself more fun when using an extra medium, why not? But that's the step that I have to learn. I also filmed a small video yesterday about my bought books for September. I hope you all found some nice books too. I'm trying to save a bit this month and the next months also, because it was really crazy how much money I was spending on books and stuff. So I'm trying to be a good girl, looking for some second-hand coloring books, and if I like them, then it's okay. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a lot of traffic right now. There's every Friday we have a market here in the center of the place I'm living in, and then all the traffic has to go through our street. I'm going to cover this one a bit more. Okay. I'm doing this stem also, I think, right now. Maybe I will start. Is it visible a bit? Yes, maybe I can zoom in now. No. It's annoying. It's so difficult sometimes to get a good filming angle, but oh well, at least there's something to be filmed, although it's not zoomed in. On the other picture I've used a bit of polychromos, but for the most part I've used Prismacolor pencils, but especially for this effect on the stems, the polychromos are better because they are not as smooth and you get a more natural look. I'm just going to I'm not sure if I'm liking what I'm doing now on this one, but I will grab some extra color to add some more depth. Okay, I'm just lifting up my trays of pencils. Excuse me. Look how small some of my pencils are becoming. It's so scary. There was a shop in Holland where you could buy open stock polychromos at very decent prices, and they are closing up. And that's so bad. I'm not really liking this one, but well, it will have to do. I'm going to check how long I am filming already, because I don't want to make it too long, otherwise I have a problem uploading it decently. I'm just going in with some light brown ochre. To hide some of that very light yellow and give it a more natural look. It's not wow wow, but oh well. Okay, I'm immediately going to, I'm not sure how to color these. I want to maybe, no, I will just go in without worrying about those round this and that. Maybe I can grab very light gray, warm gray, to make this a little bit softer. That's a nice effect. Sometimes I'm just experimenting with will that work, and that's how you learn the most, I think. Yeah, okay, that's good. Now for this one, which color will I use this? Yeah, we're going for this one. Although I've used that already on the stem, so I'm going to switch to burnt umber. Like I was saying, nature stuff isn't easy. At least for me. It's really, yeah, trying and looking what's happening. bit of shade underneath this part. Am I still... Whoa, I didn't realize I was so much out of focus. Up. I'm sorry, I didn't notice that the camera wasn't very decently focused. Again with that warm gray one inside. Oh, I really like that effect. It gives it an effect as if it has been, yeah, maybe a little bit, it was a bit of a cold night, and that there's some freezing, I don't know how to say it in English, but that it has a layer of some small bit of ice on top, I think. I'm going to grab a darker shade. Where's my... Did I have my... Oh yes, it's lying right here. And I'm grabbing my black one also. I know it's not that sharp, but it will be better visible when I zoom out in a minute. And for those who are wondering about the markers, I'm still using the Les Mouchés ones, but I have to say that I have already have some dryouts, and even if I didn't use them or specific colors, I grabbed at some colors I never used before and they were dried out. But I guess that's the story with most of the markers, at least the more cheap ones, because the Les Mouchés for 168 markers aren't that super expensive. They are definitely not comparable to Copic markers, and I'm sure that those are very good quality and don't dry up. But I will zoom out now. Is this the... Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm sorry, I'm messing around with my light. Yeah, it's a bit more visible. Maybe if I can, yeah. Here you can see what I mean with that frosted look for a bit. I really like the effect of the warm gray. Instead of white, this is more muted. So I've discovered something new today. If I want to have a fair accent instead of a harsh white, warm gray one. Okay, perfect. Okay, now I will do his tent, and then I'm finished with, except for the stones, but that's not that much of work. But I don't want to make this video too long. I'm checking for a nice tent color. Maybe May green or earth green yellowish. I will go for the earth green yellowish. And I'm just going in very slowly. So I'm thinking to finishing up this by Sunday, so that it's another finished one for my wrap-up video. I'm just going to check. I have my little booklet here in which I write down all my finished pages. I'm going to count. Okay. Oh no, I have one. I forgot to write down one. I'm just going to do that before I forget. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 finished pages. So that's not a lot, but at least I'm glad that I'm still coloring besides playing games, or one game. And I've discovered that that break wasn't too bad at all, because afterwards, when I started coloring again a bit more, I had a feeling that I was looking very differently to a picture and coloring it differently. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I dared to try more stuff. It's like the Centaur guy that I filmed earlier. I think in the past I would never have thought that a base tone of a green skin could do something nice to your picture. I don't know, but yeah, that was my experience, that doing a step back from coloring had a good effect on what I dared to try. Or yeah, it's strange, I can't explain it any better, but that was my feeling. And here I'm just going in a full color, and I'm going to use this will be a part of the tent also, I think. And I'm going to use some extra green for some extra shading. Not too much, but only a little bit to give it more character, or yeah. I'm just going to give this some extra green to give it a nice warm feeling. I'm just going to add some extra shadow beneath this blanket. Not too much, but only a little bit. And also here. And since this is also beneath all these mushroom stuff, it can be a bit darker too. Maybe some shadow from this stem also. Okay. The ground part here also can have some more shading. And then for the inner part here, I'm just going okay, this will have to do. So that was it for now. Oops, I'm playing with my light again. It's very dark here. Oh boy. But okay, I will leave this picture for now. I will color the rest off camera, so it will be a surprise how the end result will look. Within 2 days. At least I hope I will be able to color a lot today, but I'm sure I will. I hope you thought it was a nice little video to catch up a bit, and I hope you all will have a wonderful weekend full of nice free time, or if you aren't free, that you can do some other pleasant things besides coloring. And yeah, once my sim addiction will slow down again, because I'm sure it will at some point, I hope I can film more again, or that I'm inspired to film more again. And then yeah, we will talk more in the future, I suppose, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, wishing you all a very good day today, and enjoy the upcoming weekend. Talk to you soon, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.